over the last few meetings, I thought it would be appropriate to sit and listen to what my fellow board members said, as well as the people who come to the board members, who come to our community meetings. And those people would be the people who actually come up to the microphone and speak, as well as the people who sit in the background and chirp in. I've also spoken with people in the parking lots, a local gym, various food stores, and weekend gathering spots. Believe it or not, notwithstanding what my wife says, I do listen to people when they talk. And I hear exactly what you said, and people have made some thought-provoking comments, and they've raised some legitimate concerns, to the point where I actually began to rethink my initial thought, and as well as the rationale behind it. But I realized there was one group I had not heard from. At least for me, I hadn't heard from. And those would be the 4,000 plus students who are currently enrolled in the Chatham School District, the various schools, as well as the hundreds, if not thousands, of students who will be going through the school over the years. And I'd like to remind my fellow board members, as well as to repeat to the community, that is the group to which we owe our greatest degree of fidelity, the students. Those are the ones who we have to look out after primarily as a board member. And in that regard, we are charged with the responsibility of not running the district, but making sure that the district is run well. In that regard, I would ask my fellow board members, when it comes time to vote, I'd urge that you take into consideration who we're here to protect and advocate for, also keeping in mind what our charge is, which is to make sure that this district is run well. And if you ask that question of yourself, then I would urge that you say, okay, if we move the vote to November, would that help the administration run the district better? Would that help our students and provide the administration with the ability to provide them with the best education possible? If you answer those questions yes, then your vote is obvious. I would also like to note that what is being moved is not the entire vote. Under the statute, all boards of education are permitted to raise the taxes by 2%. You've heard the phrase repeatedly, but I don't know if it actually has sunk in. That's basically keeping status quo, making sure we can continue to keep the lights on. Anything else over and above the 2%, referendums, or what have you, will go to the public to be voted upon. Also, for those who are concerned about the process, as to what will happen if the vote is moved to November. The process is going to remain the same for purposes of the presentation. We will have numerous sessions, open sessions, to discuss the budget and the process.